Tell us your story.
Oh, I'm Lenicia Hobby. My story. So I was diagnosed with lupus. Then I was pregnant with my last child, Alexis, and was on lots of medication and wasn't doing so well, so I couldn't work. I got by with the stimulus checks and all of those resources that they came out with for housing. And after the funding had ended, it was time, I couldn't afford to go back to work because it was like either, couldn't keep the baby or if it was like give up the baby or work. So, it was a hard decision. So I chose to keep the baby because I have other two children. So I just up and left literally everything and came to New Haven. It was really tough, but it felt like, geez, I left everything and, I don't have anything. And I've never experienced that before, literally even being taken away from, not having parents growing up, but having parents but not having them, But to have children looking up to you, to have somewhere for them to go, they're looking up for you to eat, and everything. It was hard. Yeah, so Sylvia, she was not playing with my situation. She made sure we had an appointment at housing because housing called me after, almost at the year mark, and they're like, "Oh, we have you next on the list." So I'm like, "Okay, great." I had to tell Sylvia, so I told Sylvia, and she's like, "Oh, I need the number," and I gave her the number, and she called them, and we all went down there, and at first they were like, "Oh no, she can't come in," because I had a boy. I had two girls and a boy. So because of my son, they were like, "No, she can't get in a 2-bedroom because of her son, because he can't be in." But Miss Sylvia's like, "Nope, that's not okay. I'm not having that." she's she's like, "You told her to come down here, and we arranged to sign these papers." And Sylvia's like, "We are not leaving here until those papers are signed and she can move in. I'm not having it." And they were like, I love her. They were like, "Okay, well, she can do it. If you want, that's okay. We can do it, And I went to the banquet. What is it called? The Homeless to Boldness banquet. But then I seen the circle they had, in the banquet. They have what's that? What's the job? Oh, the New Haven Job Force area, and then it has circle. I didn't know, what it was, but something was like, "Oh, let me go see and check this out and see what it is." And they were telling me about, "Oh, we're like a teacher program." So I'm like, "Oh, this is great," because I always thought about being a teacher, but I never knew where to where to go to start to be a teacher. So I joined the circle program. I signed up to be a part of the circle program, and they gave me a call after the banquet, and I was so excited. And I had an interview at the school, at Ziegler School. And my nieces and nephews went to that school. So I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I know everybody here." And they're like, "Yeah, well, you should have just came and asked one of us, we would have helped you with the program." And I'm like, "Oh wow, I could have." But and so I've been there. I am currently there. And when I say, oh my gosh, it's like a family there at FCFC. It's like I belong there, Now I'm a teacher assistant, and I'm 57% through with my teacher assistant program for Circle. So I'm like, I'm there almost. And it's great. It's like I got it down packed, and it's literally down the street from my house. And so, I feel like I am on my way. So they actually pay, since you're a paid intern, they help pay for, if you want to pursue a career in teaching. So my goal is to be a second grade. I'll do K through 2, I want to do second grade science. That's my goal. I'm on my way, and I'm just like proud. It's not easy. I mean, it's very like you have to have your mind set for it, but I can't give up because I know this is where I'm supposed to be heading. And it's great, and the children are so, you have to see the kids, Hannah, they are so happy, and they're having a great time. Daniel's in soccer now, so he does soccer. But they love my job and they want to go to my school. And I'm like, Alexis goes to my school. She is. She's on her way to kindergarten, but she's in preschool. And I want to be, my goal is to, buy a house, buy a car in the next couple of years, because all of my classmates are like there already. But I'm like, no, if I, would have went another route, I probably wouldn't have loved what I was doing, So I feel like, me loving what I'm doing, it feels like I'm not even doing it. It feels like I'm just living life because I'm doing what I love. So, it's great.